Put a sponge in the fridge. You'll be surprised by what will happen. You'll definitely want to brag to your friends about this trick. This trick is very simple and cheap, and it will help you with a problem that often occurs in fridges. But first, ask yourself, when was the last time you checked the products you keep in it? Some of them simply need to be thrown away. They can make the fridge smell bad. Take a look inside your fridge. Do you also have water droplets on the shelves or on the back wall of the fridge? If products stick to such a moist back wall, ice can form on them. And standing water on the shelves, if you don't notice it, starts to smell bad. There are 2 ways to prevent this. You can handle it with a regular dishwashing sponge, but don't worry. It's not about cleaning the fridge with it at all. Take one sponge and cut it under the rough surface. Make a small hole with a knife or scissors. Pour salt inside. Now place such a sponge on the shelf in the fridge. The sponge will absorb moisture from the shelves. Salt also absorbs moisture. So it's a simple and cheap fridge dehumidifier. The second method is to use another product. Sprinkle baking soda on the sponge and place it in the fridge, preferably in the bottom drawer. The sponge will absorb moisture, and the soda will additionally absorb unpleasant odors. If your fridge smells strange even after cleaning and washing it, try these simple and cheap tricks. You'll be surprised by the result, like my mother-in-law. Place a ball of aluminum foil in the fridge, and you'll be surprised by the results. This trick is particularly useful for getting rid of a few unpleasant issues. Here's how to do it. First, take some aluminum foil and tear off 2 identical pieces. You'll need 2 amazing products that you definitely have at home: salt and coffee. Put a tablespoon of each product onto the foil and gently mix them together. Now, wrap the aluminum foil with the mixture inside into a ball. Do the same with the second piece of foil. Once you have the balls well formed, take a toothpick and make holes in them. This step is crucial. After you've done everything, place the aluminum balls in the fridge. Finally, let me tell you what they're for. Very often, various smells come from the food stored in the fridge. Sometimes these smells are not pleasant and can linger for quite a while. These balls help with that. The combination of salt and coffee neutralizes these odors. Additionally, they also serve as an insect repellent, keeping bugs that get into the fridge at bay. 1 drop is enough. The glass shelves in your refrigerator will stay clean, won't fog up, and you won't see any stains or streaks on them for up to a year. This trick is genius. It allows you to postpone cleaning the fridge. You just need to occasionally wipe away crumbs. Nothing will stick to the shelf anymore. Steam won't appear on it even if you leave the fridge open while looking for something. This is probably the best and most amazing trick you will ever try. The next time you clean your fridge, use it. Empty the fridge and remove the glass shelves. First, clean them thoroughly, each one. Then dry them well. The glass must be dry. Next, take a soft cloth and literally 1 or 2 drops of glycerin. You can buy glycerin at most drugstores. It's very efficient, so a small amount will last a long time. Use this small amount of glycerin to polish the refrigerator shelves. Do this on both sides. It might seem impossible at first, but polish until the glycerin disappears and the shelf is dry again. From now on, you'll see that the shelves will never fog up. If something spills, it won't stick to the glass shelf. You just need to wipe the shelves without removing and washing them. Glycerin leaves a protective layer, and this is the best way to keep your refrigerator clean. Take a banknote and perform this test. Thanks to it, you will save a fortune on bills. The refrigerator doors are used every day. The condition of the seals affects their lifespan. If the refrigerator is noisy or frost appears inside, it may be a sign that it's time for the banknote test. Over time, rubber seals become stiffer and may not adhere properly to the refrigerator wall. This allows warm air to constantly flow into the interior, and the refrigerator works non-stop to cool the continuously entering air. To check, just perform a simple trick. Take a banknote and insert it between the refrigerator wall and the door. Then, close the refrigerator. Now try to take it out. If you can remove it without any resistance, the seal is not adhering properly. This method allows you to check the entire seal. If the rubber strip of the seal is tight, the banknote will offer resistance. There is another way to save the seal and make it adhere better to the refrigerator. If the seal has no visible defects or damage, try this trick. Use cosmetic Vaseline. Apply Vaseline to the clean and dry seal. This popular cosmetic will restore the flexibility of the seal, and it will adhere properly to the refrigerator. Spread the Vaseline evenly and precisely along the entire length of the rubber. You will definitely feel the difference the next time you try to open the refrigerator. Are your electricity bills high? Let us know in the comments what you do to reduce them. Before you call for service, grab a hairdryer. Inside the fridge, there is a constant low temperature that allows safe food storage. Even a slight change in the cooling level can negatively affect the food. The real problem starts when the seal stops being tight. To fix it, start by doing a test. Take a bill, place it between the door, and close the fridge. Now try to pull it out. If you can easily remove the bill, it means the door seal has loosened, probably due to frequent opening and closing, which can lead to increased energy consumption and spoilage of food. Set the hairdryer to medium heat and blow air on the seal. After a few minutes, when the seal is warmed up, take a cloth and wipe it around. This will also help reinflate the seal. Now, try inserting the bill again and close the door. As you can see, it's not as easy to pull out anymore. This means the grip between the seal and the door has drastically improved, and your fridge is as good as new. Place a handful in the fridge, and you'll solve one problem for a long time. Just put it in a small container and place it in the fridge. This is a simple way to keep it working properly. For even better results, try this clever trick. Tear off 5 pieces of paper towel and fold them as shown in the video. Then, prepare a small bowl, add 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of salt. Mix them together. The salt effectively absorbs moisture, which is the main cause of unpleasant odors. Next, add 1 tablespoon of water and mix until you get a smooth consistency. Spread the mixture onto the prepared paper towel. The mixture will dampen the paper. Place the towel in the fridge. The baking soda and salt together will effectively absorb all the moisture and odors. Replace the towel weekly. I've been using this method for years, and I never have unpleasant smells in my fridge. Put styrofoam in the freezer and enjoy lower electricity bills. Have you ever put styrofoam in the fridge? If not, you definitely should. Instead of throwing it away, put it in the freezer. You'll reduce your bills and save on expenses. Styrofoam doesn't absorb moisture and doesn't dissolve in water. It also doesn't conduct heat. It's lightweight and can be crushed and broken into smaller pieces. If you're focused on savings and every penny counts for you, styrofoam can help with that. Simply freeze it. To do this, fit the styrofoam into one of the freezer drawers. Divide it into smaller pieces. Arrange it in the drawer. Insert smaller pieces into the empty spaces. Put the drawer loaded with styrofoam into the freezer. If you have space in another drawer, do the same. Fill it with styrofoam and put it in the freezer. It turns out that this really works. Styrofoam reduces the empty space in the freezer. Every time you open the freezer door, warm air enters. When the freezer is full, less warm air enters. This means the fridge uses less electricity. The same goes for the cooling part of the fridge. If you have a large fridge and few items in it, you can line the empty shelves with styrofoam. By eliminating the empty space in the fridge and freezer, you'll save more energy.